So we're here today with Austin Brown, classic physique competitor. So how old are you?
I'm 26.
26.
Yeah.
So you're still a young gun.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting older.
So what got you into bodybuilding?
Really, it was like 2012. I went to college to play football. I went and just played Division III football in college, and then I got hurt my freshman year there, and I was able to work out instead of go to practice. So I kind of got into I got away from more strength-based working out and into more like isolation stuff because I had a cast on my arm because I broke my wrist. So I got kind of into like going to the gym and hitting the weights that way, and then I kind of started just getting into different YouTube videos and stuff that way, and kind of picked up on some early bodybuilders like Evan Sinapani was a big one that I started watching, Antoine Vaillant, some of the Universal guys.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what started it all, and then just kind of did that for a while, quit playing football, got into like the eating and training and everything, and just getting as strong
just
as
living
possible.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I lived in a dorm and had access to a food court and just like ate big and trained big and got into that, and then 2014 did a men's physique show. So
I think bodybuilding is something that it brings your inner strength out more than a lot of things.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Sports or in general, like to be the best NBA player, to be the best, football player, you have to like pull that work ethic out to the next level because you have to be better than the next guy.
Yeah.
And it's the same way with bodybuilding. You're gonna have to beat this guy that might be more genetically gifted than you, that might, be in a better home space, but you can go through the hardest things in your life with the minimal money and just struggle through it. But it's the work ethic that really drags you like across all of that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. You got to have a really strong work ethic as a bodybuilder. Without it, I mean, you're pretty much screwed. Yeah, I mean, that's the most important thing, honestly, man. Just wanting it. Yeah.
You got to want it more than the next guy.
That's right, man. Yeah, definitely. And you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it for the right reasons. And a lot of people, I feel like, don't right now, but that's another subject.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's a 30-minute topic.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
What made you favor classic physique over bodybuilding? Is it the weight restriction that did so, or are you someone that can grow really easily that will eventually go into open class, or?
No, like I said, I started in men's physique in 2014, which I was a little guy. Like my first show, 165, I think is what I weighed in. This show is like 205. So in 6 years, I put on the 40 pounds of stage weight. Wouldn't say I'm like someone who grows very easily at all. I definitely have to like be very cognizant of how I train. I'm very anal with pushing it very hard and knowing when to pull back, and being with Tyler, my coach, for the last year, we've really been able to make some good progress, pushing food hard and training correctly, and but I've always liked classical era bodybuilders. Like ever since I got into it, like I started like Frank Zane and those guys, I always was really into posing and like thought that was really cool. So when they came out with classic, I was like, oh, that's really neat. And I was like, but I'm too small to do it or whatever. And then in 2018, I gave it a try with no idea what to expect, and won my class and won the novice overall first time trying it. And I was like, well, that was cool. Like I really enjoyed doing the routine. You get way more stage time, like a lot more enjoyable than the men's physique. So not that I love open bodybuilding. I'm a huge bodybuilding fan. my frame, I'm a little lankier, and I think the way I kind of am put together and flow, I think it just classic works for me. I hit a good, you know, posing wise, I'm natural at hitting classical style poses, so I've always been good at that. Like even if I did bodybuilding eventually, I would pose that way and kind of be more that Cedric McMillan style bodybuilder.
You would just be a bigger version of what you are now, but still pose the same.
I would pose the same, present the same, and you know, so on and so forth. You know, I just like that aesthetic a little better. Not that I don't enjoy the Branch Warrens and the freaks too, but
some people like that. But I mean,
yeah,
lucky for you, you have the structure that's built for classic. So it's not like
I'm just kind of long,
you know,
and I'm not a bubbly guy. I'm not round. I'm not. So I had to learn to hit poses to accentuate my strengths, and I enjoy that aspect of it. So I think that's kind of what drew me to classic, honestly, just the artsy side of it.
All right, so last question.
Yeah.
Half question.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people want to know.
Okay.
A lot of people, as in like me, I made this up. Is the mustache anabolic?
My fiance would tell you that it's not anabolic. No, it's just, I don't know what it is. I'm always changing up this hairstyle. So like I was rocking the foot-long beard in the off season and just shaved it down to the mustache. I guess it kind of goes with the whole classic thing. So people seem to enjoy it on stage. They're like, oh yeah, you were the guy with the deep vacuum in the mustache. And I'm like, yeah, that's been cool, man. So it's just something I kind of roll with. It'll be gone though next Friday.
You sure you don't want to keep it?
It'll be there, but there'll be some other hair to accompany it. Yeah. It's I'll get lazy after that. It doesn't look as good without the shredded jawline.
The shredded jawline. This is fun. I'm glad to get you on here. And do you have any things, like any people you want to shout out, or?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Appreciate you guys having me on. Very fun, and it was really cool. And I just want to, you know, everybody that supports me, I tell you, you know, say thanks to them. And like I said, I mentioned Tyler, my coach. He's a big part of my success this year, and appreciate everything he does, and all my friends and family. And then yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, man. I got a great support system, so just anybody that any words of encouragement that I've received throughout this crazy year, I appreciate them all. And you know, looking forward to seeing what we can do next week. So
well, good luck, man, at your next show for sure.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.